I can tell you what I love about living in the country is being able to come outside and just listen to all of the crickets and see the lightning bugs and look up at all of the stars and not even have to put my pants on. I have always loved space. It's always been a huge hobby of mine. I have this telescope that, at least when I got as a kid, I thought it was absolutely huge. And I remember taking that thing out with my dad, and we'd go and look at all the planets. We look at different nebulas like the Andromeda Galaxy and all that kind of stuff. And it always just blew my mind thinking about how big space was. I mean, the numbers of things in space are things that I couldn't even tell you what those numbers are. And I know a lot about numbers because they're huge. They're absolutely massive. The numbers of things that are out there, the distances they are away from us, the sizes of them, it's just something you can't really wrap your head around. And I think that's why it's so crazy when you realize that God made this promise with Abraham and said, Abraham, look, you are an individual who, you're an older guy, your wife is really, really old and everything, and you might think that, hey, I don't really know if there's a plan for me, but I have a plan for you. I'm gonna make a covenant with you, and your descendants, your children, your children's children, and so on and so forth, they're gonna be more numerous than all the stars in the sky. My plan for you is bigger than all of this. That is hard for me to wrap my mind around, but it's something that should make you feel really good, because sometimes things are really, really great. And you know what? When things are going great in life, you know, when you win a soccer game or a baseball game, when things are going good at school, things are going good with your friends, then it's good to sit there and think, yeah, this is awesome. God has a plan for me. But you know, what about when things are not so great? What about when you're sad? What about when you're afraid? What about when you're anxious and nervous about something? Then it can be a lot harder. But that's where this word of faith comes into play. We have to have faith that God has a plan. And that's the exact thing that the disciples had to have. Because you see, Jesus told them ahead of time, look, there's gonna be a time when I know you're following me and everything seems great, but there's gonna be a time when I'm gonna be arrested, I'm gonna be beaten, I'm gonna die on a cross. And in that moment, it's gonna be important for you to remember and have faith. Jesus knew he was going to come back, that on what we celebrate as Easter, he was going to rise from the dead. It's important for us to remember too, that in this life, we're going to go through times that might make us nervous. We're going to go times that may seem like we don't really know what God wants us to do. But in those times, when we don't know what's going to happen next and we don't know what the answer is, the one thing that we can know is that God has a plan and that he is taking all these puzzle pieces of our life and putting them together into something that is beautiful. God is making something beautiful in you, and that is something that you can hold faith in now, in the good times, in the bad times, and for the entire rest of your life. Hold faith, because God is doing something amazing with you.